We are back at the gym. It's gonna be super lightweight, nothing too heavy. Just because my back is still pretty fucked up. I'm handling the pain a lot better now. I have Tylenol in me. Didn't bring any extra. I have an ice pack on right now, but that's probably gonna come off towards the start of the workout. Today I'm going up to Estes, to the Stanley hotel. We're gonna kind of do a little thing on that. Walk around for a bit, get the ghost tour, which is gonna be really fun. But I can't do a whole lot of weight. I can start bending down. I can do this and that. I'm still limited, but setback, pretty minor. I'm not gonna try to take this lightly, especially since it's a lot worse than when it's previously happened. But gonna go hit about as good of a pull day as I think I can. So yeah, I'm happy to be back, and I'll see you guys in there.
Like 2 inches of raw.
This is true. I was the machine.
If you ever see hombre lifts in public, stay away because you risk injuring yourself. His lumbar 4 emits a chemical. Demo.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another Power Prep series video. This is my first pull day back since the injury that had happened on Sunday. This video is being recorded on Friday, this pull day. You can see me starting off pull day here with the plate loaded row machine, just replacing the barbell row. That way I can make sure taking off as much pressure from the lower back as possible. Starting off with the plate, 3 sets of 12 reps. I do go up to 2 and 3 plates, but I just, wanted to take it slow, make sure that nothing was hurting too much. Next up is pull-ups. And, I was a little hesitant with pull-ups, especially on my way down, how I would land and how it would affect my lower back. But everything was fine. And then as the reps go on, I do get more confident. 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Moving on to an ISO plate loaded row machine. And I decided to do this instead of doing the dumbbell rows, and especially trying to do them with dumbbells with the chest assisted. So just kind of laying down on the bench. Just so I could, one, take off as much pressure off the back as possible, and these worked just about as well as the other ones do. Next up is the plate loaded lat pull down machine, and you can see me here doing 3 plates, and it might have been a little bit overkill, but my lats were feeling really strong. I was feeling like I can do much more weight than this, but I was like, you know what, let's take it easy. So just like I did with the first rowing machine, I started off with the plate, went up to 2 and 3, and I did 3 sets of 8, and it felt amazing. I just wanted to put as much emphasis onto my lats as possible. From there, I moved on to low rows. I did 3 sets of 15 at 100 pounds, and I just tired out my back as much as possible without trying to move too far forward and, same thing like I've been saying, expose my back to another injury. The only difference is like I say before, I don't use the low row attachment. I like to use the long handles just because I can get past my chest threshold and make sure that I'm getting a deeper stretch onto the back. After that is alternating dumbbell curls, 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps, maybe even 4 sets of 5. I believe I do 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps here. Lowered the weight significantly than what I normally do, just so I don't kind of throw myself off balance and tip to one side and, put some extra strain onto the lower back. And I'm going to be talking about that pretty much all throughout this video, just because, I did have a back injury. Moving on to the final workout is close grip easy bar curls. 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, starting off with a 10-pound plate and then moving up to 2 10-pound plates and then dropping back down to a single, making sure to keep those elbows tight and focus on the brachialis and ending off that bicep strong.
This is the motherfucker you see in Roblox.
Did you know that your melatonin receptors turn off when you're in a bright room? David lights up my life, so I'm wide awake.
Alright, so it's a lot quieter inside of the pool area today. Pull day felt actually pretty phenomenal. I have significantly less pain. I think it's because I started cracking the back with the muscles. Debating on going into the sauna or not, just because I think that should be about it for today. Maybe I should just go into the sauna. I'm gonna go into the sauna. Become a slow cooked Mexican.
The next day.
All right, y'all. So we are at a rec center, since it's really the only thing near us that has any sorts of weights, just a bunch of CrossFit gyms. But we're in Estes Park. There's the rec center right there. Dude, this view is beautiful. Yeah, we got push today. Yeah, I'll see you guys inside.
All right, y'all, so on to push day, and starting off push day with bench press, as always, doing a 5x5 with 225 pounds straight across the board. And, you know, I'm doing everything raw because I forgot my gym bag, and I don't have any wraps, don't have any chalk, don't have anything on me. It's just, everything is just raw. And then I was up in Estes with my girlfriend. She's on a business trip, so I decided to come with her because she invited me, and we went on a ghost tour. In the last video, you can see the ghost blasting gear, so go check it out. Next up is incline bench press, doing 3 sets of 12 with just a plate. And I did start off this workout with dumbbell incline press with just a free incline bench, and you know, it kind of hurt to get the weight up, so I didn't want to go up heavier weight and risk, you know, re-injuring my back. So I decided just to load up the rack and do it on the bench press. Moving on to dumbbell shoulder press, 3 sets of 8 reps. Doing my normal 60 pounds like I usually do, trying to switch up the angle at which those dumbbells come down. And you know, it felt a little better, but I kind of do want to start moving on to just the sole shoulder machine. After that, doing side laterals with the dumbbells, 20 pounds, 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. And normally I do like to do the cable machines, but you know, these cable machines were very weird, and I decided not to do them. Next up is chest fly with the pec deck, doing 3 sets of 15 reps here. I just kept the weight all one weight, and I made the dumbass mistake of doing the whole thing because I was like, wow, this machine only goes up to 109 pounds when I was doing 109 kilos. So I was really chest flying 240 pounds for my first rep of this, and I ended up going down to about, you know, 160 pounds. So still getting a pretty good thing, pretty good stretch. And then moving on to supersetting the back with the rear delt fly, 3 sets of 15 as well. So I just knocked these out in 3 sets total. But you know, for sake of video, I split it into 2 separate workouts. But you know, I start off with the pec fly, and then I superset with the rear delt. From there, moving on to tricep pushdowns with the rope, 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. And you know, I'm pretty sure they had fake weights here because with the rope, I'm never usually this strong. I'm pretty sure I was doing 90. And finally finishing off the rest of the workout with the overhead tricep extension, 3 sets of 12 reps on this, and making sure getting a long, deep stretch on that long head on the tricep. Rec Center also did have a pretty cool posing room, so I decided just to go test out some different poses.
Yeah, so push day is done. Great push day. Way better than I thought it would be. But I'll see you guys in leg day. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow. Later, y'all.
The next day.
All right, y'all. So this is the first day back for legs since, you know, a week ago since I hurt my back. So I honestly don't know what I'm going to do today. I don't think I'm going to squat. I might use the hack squat. I might even just completely skip that. I might do lunges. I have no idea. I'm going to go in there and figure it out. I think I'm going to have to work the legs as much as possible without going too far relying on back strength, you know, or get into my head about the lower back. So what I might do is like do goblet squats, maybe just some air squats to see how my back is feeling. I just don't want to strain the muscle too much, you know, especially a week after, not put myself out farther into a recovery than I need to, you know. So I'm gonna play it smart, not stupid. If anything, I will at least be doing the accessories today, and probably not even that heavy, just working the muscles to make sure that they're fine, and getting movement and all this other stuff. Like I could do back fine, I can do push fine, but you know, legs, I don't want to chance my lower back giving out. So yeah, I'll see you guys inside of the gym.
Yeah, so like I said in the intro part of this video, I kind of just went about things as I went along. I didn't really take into much consideration. I knew I wasn't really going to do barbell squats, so I decided to come to the hack squat. I did 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps, about as I kind of did about how I felt in that moment. I do have my belt on, only doing a plate, and you know, making sure that I go down as far as I can and then back up. Moving on to goblet squats, I did 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps as well. Pretty lightweight, just really wanted to tire out my legs as much as possible without having to put any real stress on my lower back. So you know what, this worked out about as good as I thought it would, and you know, it actually did give me a pretty good stretch on not only my low back in a good way, but on my quads and my hamstrings. And then I decided to take a chance and deadlift. So I load up the bar with a plate, just do 135, get down in my normal deadlift position, no pain. I have my belt on and I just pull the weight straight up. And you know, 135 isn't really impressive for me anymore, but coming straight off of a back injury to where I couldn't stand right, to where I couldn't sleep right, to where I couldn't sit right, I took this as an absolute win. And I just did 3 quick sets of 8 reps, and I did eventually go up to 225, and it felt phenomenal. Moving on to hip thrusts with just a plate on, and the machine starts out with 45 pounds. So this is 135 pounds, probably the most difficult exercise for me to do, but I need to restart implementing these into my routine to kind of get my glutes really strong and my lower back as strong as possible. And it gives me that extra power that I need for my deadlifts anyway. So this is going to be implemented a lot more. After that, moving on to the leg press, and I have a plate on, and you know, at this point, I'm pretty sure all the leg machines were taken out of the gym, so I couldn't do hamstring curls and I couldn't do leg extensions. So I was like, hey, there's an open leg press. Let me go widen my stance and go as high as I possibly can. And it hurt a bit on my low back, but you know, I was targeting my hamstrings. Same thing moving on to the quad targeted part of the leg press, where your feet are closer and farther down, and it's just going to move all of that weight onto the quads and you know, make this just repping it out a little bit more difficult. And then moving on to the leg extension, doing 3 sets of 10. My normal amount of reps I do, the weight was lowered pretty much significantly, about 100 pounds, and it felt great. And then moving on to hamstring curl seated, since the lying down one was broken, of course. So same exact thing, lowering the weight and then doing 3 sets of 10 instead of going higher weight and then keeping those reps the same. I just wanted to tire out the muscles as much as possible to make up for the day on Sunday that I had missed and the day on Wednesday that I had missed. And then ending off the workout with the calf extension, doing 3 sets of 10. And I have to say that this one is the most difficult to do, since it involves me just kind of sitting there, and it just feels every time I push my calf down, I hit my low back. So like every video that I've been making recently, I forgot to take an outro, but this is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching if you made it this far. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you for checking me out. And you know, this is just more of a journal log of my power journey and all the steps taken in my life, you know, kind of leading up to heading out to Houston in May. But you know, I'm glad to be back and making sure that I'm like pushing as much weight as I possibly can and making sure that I'm taking care of myself first and foremost. But that's gonna do it. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, maybe go check them out. Maybe you might find something that you like. They're all pretty much layered pretty much the same. I'll get more into editing and different cinematography as, you know, time goes on. Take care.